Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Layna, and today we are reviewing the new Fenty Hydration Foundation and Primer. Yes, it is the long-awaited hydration foundation that everybody has been raving about, and I'm finally going to review it for you guys, and I'm really excited to be doing another video reviewing a foundation for our little series we got going on my channel. So if you want to hear my thoughts, if you want to see me apply these products on my skin, then make sure you keep on watching.
I just been balling out every season. No excuses, I left in the bleachers. I just been married to double cup. I gotta pull me a four inside.
So I literally ran to Sephora this morning and picked up these products. I literally have been counting down on the calendar when this was going to release because I was so excited to hear that Fenty was releasing a new hydration foundation and primer. So I was really excited about this because I love their first foundation. I did not have any issues, especially since I have dry skin. I just knew I had to moisturize and prep my skin very well when using that foundation. So since I love that one so much, I knew I had to try the primer and the foundation for the hydrating version just because it's literally geared towards my skin, and I hope that it was going to be kind of like that foundation but just with the extra hydration that I need. So this is the packaging for the products. It's the typical Fenty Beauty packaging that they always do, and I really do like this packaging. So I did pick up the foundation, which retailed for $35, and I picked up the hydrating primer, which retailed for $32. So for foundation, I did end up picking the shade 385. Now in the matte foundation, I do have 390, so I wanted to go ahead and give 385 a shot just because I felt like this one was going to look a lot better on my skin, even though that one matched really good too. But I feel like this one's going to be an exact match for my skin. So this foundation does have 1.08 fluid ounces, and it is in a squeezy tube, which I'll show you guys in just a moment. So this is the packaging for the foundation. As you can see, it is in like a tube kind of bottle. It does have a pump on it, so you don't have to worry about trying to squeeze it out or anything. You can still pump it out just like the regular foundation, but it is in a squeezy tube, and I personally like squeezy tube foundations. I don't know what it is about them, but I feel like it's such an easy product that you can just throw in any kind of bag and you don't have to worry about it leaking or breaking or anything. And I just feel like it's very sleek and it's very easy to just use. So the claims for the Fenty Hydrating Foundation is it is a hydrating, long-wearing foundation that delivers comfortable, medium to full coverage in a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin. This product is cruelty-free and it has grape seed oil in it. It has a natural finish, like I said. It's great for normal, dry, and combination skin types. So I'm really excited about this just because I love the previous foundation so much. So I know that the one that is geared towards my skin type has to be somewhat amazing, you know. So I cannot wait to get this on my face because I know it's going to be bomb. I know Miss Brewery had to come through for this dry skin girls, so I know it's got to be amazing. So I cannot wait to apply this on. Like, I'm so excited, you guys. So this is the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer, and it's in the same packaging as all their other primers. So I really do like that. I do like how sleek and simple this packaging is, just like the previous ones before. And it's kind of like a beige nude color, so I'm really liking that. This primer is supposed to be a lightweight hydrating makeup primer for normal to dry skin that nourishes, keeps skin comfortable all day, and extends foundation wear, and that is literally everything in a bottle that I need and love when I'm looking for a primer. So I'm really excited to try this out on my face because that sounds amazing. This primer is also geared towards normal, dry, and combination skin types. This product is cruelty free. So we are done with all the chit chat and foundation information. Let's go ahead and get right into the demo so we can see what this foundation and primer is talking about. Okay, y'all, so I woke up early in the morning and your girl hit up Sephora and I picked up some new goodies. So I picked up the new Fenty foundation and primer. Yes, we are so excited, and this is the last foundation that I have to try for my little foundation series. So I'm really excited to see how this compares to all the other ones we have tried out already. So let's go ahead and get these products on our face. We're not going to waste any time. We are going to go ahead and jump right into it. So the first product we're going to be applying on our face is the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. And I'm really excited for this. I did like their first primer that they launched like a couple of years ago, and now they have a hydrating primer and a soft matte primer. So this one was a product I knew I had to pick up. I love a good hydrating base. The one I've been using lately has been the Milk Makeup Grip Primer, and that one is very hydrating, as well as it makes your makeup last all day. So I'm really excited to see how this compares to the Smashbox Primerizer, because I feel like they're going to be the most similar, especially the texture and stuff. So let's go ahead and open her up. So if y'all can hear my neighbors mowing their lawn, please ignore the background noise of that, because honey, they are trying to be rude. A girl is in here trying to be productive, trying to get some work done, and I cannot do it with all this noise. But if you hear that, just bear with me, y'all. But this is the primer right here, and we're just gonna go ahead and put her on because I want to see what she feels like. So obviously it comes with a pump, just like the other primers that they have, and it has like a pink consistency to it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Ooh, it's very soft. Oh yeah, oh my god, you guys, it feels amazing. This feels better than the Smashbox Primerizer. It feels very hydrating, has the same smell as the other primers that they have. It just feels literally like silk, just soft. It glides on very nicely, and I am really impressed. I really like this. As you can see, this product is very hydrating because my skin definitely was not glowing like this before. It just feels very soft on, very smooth, and I'm really liking this so far. It has a little bit of a tacky consistency after I have let it sit for a few minutes, and that's going to be great because that's going to mean the foundation is going to adhere to that. So that's what we want. But so far, I'm really liking this primer. Okay, Miss Fenty. Okay, Riri. Okay, so this is the hydrating foundation, and I'm loving the packaging. I also picked up the shade 385. Now in the matte foundation, I do have the shade 390, but for today I wanted to try 385 because I know they extended it after I picked up that foundation when they first launched, girl, when the first launch of Fenty happened. So I wanted to see how 385 worked out, just because I'm actually not that tan right now, because your girl has not been out in this sun, and honey, the Alabama heat, I cannot get with this weather. It is so awful, y'all. Like, I literally cannot even stand being outside, being anywhere but in my house, because the heat is so bad. I went ahead and went with 385, and I think it's going to be an exact match. So this foundation does come with a pump, so that is good, and I'm just going to apply it on the back of my hand. Okay, so this is the consistency of the foundation. It's definitely a little bit runny, but that's what we expect since it is a hydrating foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it on. Okay, so far I think this foundation is giving us good coverage, you guys. Like, this is the side with no makeup on, and this is the side with the foundation on, and it's definitely giving us that full coverage kind of look. So I'm really liking that so far. I feel like it looks very smooth on the skin. It definitely has that natural dew and everything. You can see that peeking through. It looks very healthy, and overall I'm really liking it so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it on this side. I would say the consistency definitely is a little bit heavier than the Pat McGrath. I know you guys probably seen that video of mine, so it's definitely not as thin of a consistency as that foundation. It definitely has more of a thicker consistency to it, but not to where it's uncomfortable. As I'm blending it out, I really feel like it's laying really nicely on top of that primer. They're definitely not, you know, causing any kind of problems on my face. I feel like they do work very nicely on the skin together. Okay, so this is the foundation blended all the way out, and as you can see, we are getting that natural radiant glow from the foundation. So it's definitely doing its job by hydrating the skin. It's definitely also giving us that healthy look, which I love. I love the coverage on this foundation. It's definitely giving us full coverage. So I really like that as well. It does feel very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin or anything. So I do prefer that as well. And as you can see, this is the shade 385, and I am really liking this shade for my skin right now. And it definitely kind of reminds me of the matte foundation. It's just a hydrating formulation. So I do really like the fact that if you did personally like the matte foundation but you needed that more hydrating effect, then definitely go towards this one, because I feel like they definitely still give you the same feel. So overall, I really am liking both products on. I think that they complement each other very nicely, and I'm loving how the foundation is looking and feeling on the skin. I mean, Miss Fenty, they have done it again, and I'm really excited to see how all the other products lay on top. Let's try to do a full face of Fenty. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so for concealer, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 370. And I love this foundation. I actually haven't worn it in a while, so I'm really excited to put it back on, because this was definitely my holy grail for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Dang, I forgot how much I really love this concealer. I wonder why I stopped using it. I think it's because so much stuff is always coming out. It gets overwhelming sometimes. And sometimes you just put some of those good products aside and then you try them again. And then you're like, dang girl, like, why did you stop using that? This junk is bomb. Next, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Setting Powder in the shade Honey. And I actually haven't used this in a while either. And we are just going to set in all of the areas that we applied concealer. So now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Bronzer, and this is in the shade Cocoa Naughty. And honestly, I have not been able to put this bronzer down ever since I've gotten it. I love this stuff so much. It is like the perfect shade for me, and it is so pretty on. It just gives you the prettiest bronze. Like, girl, look at that. Now we look like we've been sitting at the beach for a minute. I'm just going to get around that jawline so we can hide that double chin, honey. We don't want no double chins over here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my eyes and put on some blush, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the products on camera. So, I literally was sitting here doing the rest of my makeup for y'all on camera, and I realized I didn't even hit record. Literally my heart just dropped, but it's okay. So what I applied while I thought I was recording, I went ahead and applied the, if I can get it open, I went ahead and applied the Fenty Hustler Baby Highlight, which I love. This is one of my favorite products from them of all time. As you can see, it is blinding, so I went ahead and applied that. I applied some blush and did the rest of my eyeshadow and everything, and now I'm about to top off my lip with Fussy from Fenty Beauty. And I love this formula. It is so glossy. Okay, so and that is the finished makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair real quick, and then we'll come back on and go over the products and let you guys know my final thought. Okay, so I'm back. I have all of my makeup on. I did my hair and everything. So let's go ahead and talk about these products. So as you can see, this is the final look right here, and so far I think my makeup is looking very good. It feels very comfortable on. I don't feel overly greasy or dewy or anything, so that is a plus. Definitely dealing with a hydrating foundation. Overall, I feel like it is still giving me that flawless look as well as full coverage, so I personally am liking that as well. And I think it just looks freaking good. I really like it. I feel like if you are a person that didn't originally like the Fenty foundation before because it was matte, I really do think you would really like this foundation. It is not greasy at all. It definitely feels comfortable. I definitely think it is literally just the same foundation, but it is catered to people with dry skin. I really love it, and I think that all the products from Fenty that I use laid on top of it beautifully. So I really like doing that just to make sure that, you know, when you use a brand and you use all their products, if all of their products are going to work together, and I think they definitely do work beautifully on top of each other, so you don't have to really worry about that. So for the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer, I really think this is going to be a really good primer in my collection, just because I'm always looking for a hydrating primer, and I personally liked how this applied on my face. It definitely gave me that instant hydration that I look for in a primer, as well as it just glided over the face. It also had that sticky, tacky feel that I like after it's set, just because I know it's going to adhere to the foundation, or whatever foundation I use is going to make it last longer. So I really do like that about the primer. I think it is a really good primer if you are looking for a hydrating primer. I don't really know how this would work for somebody with oily skin, but just by using it, it's definitely not overly hydrating. So I definitely think somebody with oily skin could use this, but you would definitely need to use a mattifying primer around the areas of your nose or T-zone if you are really oily. So I really did like this. I know for a fact I'm going to be using this a lot in my routine. So that's pretty much the end of the video and everything you need to know about the new Fenty Beauty products. I hope you guys enjoyed this little foundation series that I did on my channel, reviewing a lot of foundations and everything. I really did enjoy that, and seeing which ones worked and which ones didn't. Also, if you're curious to know what's the next video I'm going to be filming, I'm definitely going to be uploading this video on Sunday using the new Jackie Aina palette, which I am really excited for and so proud of Jackie Aina. So I will have the review and me doing an eye tutorial on this on my channel up on Sunday. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and you turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video, because you definitely don't want to miss that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love you guys so much, and thank you all for all the love and support you have shown me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.